welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Fafita. On target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Arizona. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Caught over the middle. It's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Utes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. tons of room to throw that one in there. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Grab near the marker. It's Bentley. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to power it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Wildcats in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it, and as soon as that thing's picked,
turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
it is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Bentley. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Fires left. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency. If
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buys a little time with his feet. Finding open areas. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll call for the fair catch here. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Quarterback moving. Finds space on the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs. He's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Throwing right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On third down, going up top. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Arizona! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires on the move. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Dampier. Release to the back. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. That's 20. He's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Utes have taken it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Parker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State. Running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 35 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Fafita. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man on the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
And that's in Arizona. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona 24, Utah 21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 3.
Max going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bentley.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like,
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier, buying some time. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Parker. Good, solid tackle.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Got his man. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Arizona comes out with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Utes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's a